In 1965, an American pilot named James Stockdale was shot down over Vietnam. He survived the crash. He was captured, and for the next 7 years he was beaten, tortured, and locked in a cell no bigger than a closet. Here is what you would expect. The optimists survived. The men who said, "We'll be home by Christmas." The men who believed harder than anyone else in that prison, they were the first to die. Not from torture, not from starvation, from a broken heart. Most people think optimism is what gets you through the darkest seasons of your life. James Stockdale would tell you, it is what kills you. We have been taught something dangerous since childhood. Stay positive, keep hoping, things will get better. And when they don't get better, when the promotion doesn't come, when the relationship breaks, when the diagnosis arrives, we double down. We hope harder. But what if hope, the wrong kind of hope, is a prison? What if the very thing you're using to survive is the thing holding you back from actually living? This is not a story about giving up. It is a story about one man who found something more powerful than optimism, and it cost him 7 years of his life to discover it. James Stockdale was not an ordinary pilot. He was a senior officer, a philosopher, a man who had spent years studying Epictetus before he ever stepped into a cockpit. 2,000 years ago, Epictetus was a slave in Rome. His master once grabbed his leg and began to twist it, slowly, to prove a point of power. Epictetus looked at him calmly and said, "I told you it would break." He did not scream. He did not beg. He simply told the truth about what was happening and accepted what he could not control. Stockdale had read those words 100 times. He did not know he was about to live them. When his plane went down on September 9, 1965, parachuting into a North Vietnamese village, Stockdale said one sentence to himself before his feet touched the ground. "I am leaving the world of technology and entering the world of Epictetus." For 7 years, the Hanoi Hilton was his home. He was beaten with iron bars, placed in leg irons for 2 years, kept in solitary confinement for 4, tortured before every public appearance to force a propaganda statement. Once, to prevent the Vietnamese from using his image, he beat his own face bloody with a wooden stool. He survived all of it, but many of his fellow prisoners did not. And the ones who broke first were not the weakest men. They were the most hopeful. The optimists had a pattern. "We'll be home by Easter," they said. Easter passed. By Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving passed. By Christmas, Christmas passed. And then, one by one, they stopped eating. They stopped talking. They died. Not from the enemy, from the gap between what they believed and what was real. Psychology calls this learned helplessness through false hope. When your mind sets a deadline on rescue and the deadline breaks, your nervous system does not just give up on the hope, it gives up on everything. Stockdale never did this. He held 2 truths at the same time. Truth 1, I do not know when this ends. Truth 2, but I will prevail in the end. No false deadline, no false comfort, just absolute faith in the outcome, and absolute honesty about the present. Years later, Jim Collins, the author of Good to Great, sat with Stockdale and asked him, "Who didn't make it out?" Stockdale answered without hesitation, "The optimists." Collins named what he heard. You must never confuse faith that you will prevail in the end, which you can never afford to lose, with the discipline to confront the most brutal facts of your current reality. Faith in the outcome. Honesty about the present. Not one. Both. Think about the thing in your life you have been hoping about. The job, the relationship, the health, the dream. You have been telling yourself it will get better. By next month, by next year, by the time you are ready. But have you been honest, brutally, quietly, privately honest, about where you actually are right now? Optimism without honesty is a prison you built yourself. Your hope is not the problem. Your deadline is. Stockdale never said everything will be fine. He said, I will be fine, but first, I need to see exactly where I am. That is the difference between the men who broke and the man who walked out. Your pain is not proof you are losing. It is proof you are still in the fight. Stop setting deadlines on your own resilience. start confronting what is true. That is the only way you win. At the beginning of this video, I told you something. The optimists were the first to die. Now, having heard this story, I want to ask you one question. What is the Christmas deadline you have set for yourself? The silent agreement you made, that if things don't change by then, you'll give up. Comment below. What is the one brutal truth about your current situation that you have been avoiding? Write it down, because the moment you name it, you stop being its prisoner. And if you want to understand how the Stoics turned suffering into a weapon, not just a lesson, watch this next. The answer has been here for 2,500 years. You just needed a story to find it.